morning, ladies and gentlemen. I know that you've, or I should say distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I know you've all got to get off to ATE and appointments and work hard and so on, and I've seen some pretty exhausted people in the last couple of days. My name's John Alwyn-Jones, and I'm the editor and managing director of TravelMole in Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific. And many friends here and many people that I don't know, but thank you all indeed for getting up so early. I'm just going to ask Councillor Chris Hardy, who's the councillor of the City of Perth and a board member of the Bell Tower Foundation, just to say a few words of welcome.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Perth to all our visitors, and welcome to the finest carillon in the world, I'm told. I'm a board member here and a proud board member, and it's a very, very special place to have breakfast here. Hope you enjoy your time in Perth and look at our wonderful sights and enjoy your conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed for coming, as I say, and our co-partners this morning are going to say a few words now, and they are Stephen Murphy and David Bowman from eVisas to Australia, Liz Ward from Australian Tourism Data Warehouse, and Paul Grudvelt from the Perth Bells. So please welcome Liz Ward from the Australian Tourism Data Warehouse.
Thanks very much, John. We're really happy to be part of this event and to be partnering with TravelMole and eVisas and the Bell Tower, which I found out this morning is nothing to do with possibly a ladies' netball team called the Swan Bells. It's fantastic to be part of ATE again. I'm not going to talk about technology and databases. It's far too early in the morning to do that. Some of you know what we do already. Some of you don't know what we do. Some of you mightn't even like what we do very much. But rest assured, I am here at ATE for a couple of days. Would certainly welcome chatting with you and helping you understand where ATDW fits with your business, whether you're a buyer or a seller. We're certainly working very hard at the moment to implement the booking exchange to the database. That's as much as I'm going to say. And we'd certainly welcome any questions from you to help you get a grip on things and how we can be part of your multi-channel distribution. Thanks very much. Have a great time.
Lovely, thank you, Liz. eVisas to Australia is a really innovative and exciting new product, and I'm not going to introduce these guys because they'll introduce themselves, but please welcome the boys from eVisas to Australia.
Thank you, folks. Morning. Gee, it's impressive to see people up so early in the morning after last night. I still have a voice, which is great. One question. Can anyone tell me which one country in the world is the only country that does not require a visa to come to Australia? Okay, who said that first? I heard it from that side first. Okay, here you go.
Look at that.
Have a bottle of wine early in the morning. Well done. Good job. Okay, great. Okay, thanks. Okay, so basically we established that everyone from all around the world, except New Zealanders for some reason, and God knows why, require a visa to come to Australia, or an ETA. Now, we do ETAs. Now, as we all know, with the increase in online bookings happening, everyone's doing everything online, consumers are not being advised that they need a visa to come to Australia by any of the websites that they use to book their accommodation and their land content and their airline bookings. So we need to inform the consumers. I think we have a responsibility as an industry to actually advise people that they need at least an ETA to come to Australia. eVisas actually has an affiliates program that allows industry to then facilitate the process and the issuing of a visa to consumers, okay? And what we're here for today is to basically tell people that, we need to keep advising people that they need visas to come to Australia. So if you become an affiliate, then will earn a healthy commission as well, okay? So, Stephen, Stephen, what are you doing here? You should have been here last night. What?
David. Honestly, you wouldn't believe it. You know how I'm very web savvy, and I go out there, and I thought I'd come to Australia, and here I am. Finally, I've arrived.
Yeah.
I've arrived, but what a trip!
You got to the airport. Didn't
I got
you?
to the airport, and I'm, I've got all this fancy technology.
I know
on
your
me.
web
There's, all this sort of stuff.
He's got this. Yeah.
And I look at the person on the other side of the counter, and she taps in my details, and she says, "Mr. Murphy, Mr. Murphy.
To be sure.
Where's your electronic travel authority?" I say,
"What's that?
"What's an electronic travel authority?" He says, "You need one of those to get onto your flight to travel to Australia? I said, nobody's told me that.
Oh, it's funny you should
What's-
say that,
what's
because we were just
Australian
talking about
Electronic Travel Authority?
ETAs. They're called ETAs. What's that?
Oh,
Who's
hang
got
on.
a phone? Sorry.
Oh.
I'm
Sorry,
embarrassing this.
sorry. I've got to take this call. This person's so hard to
Okay,
get.
go on.
They're always on the phone. This person.
Thank you, Stephen.
They're always on the
Oh,
phone.
hang on, these
Excuse
people
me.
are- yeah, we have to get on with this.
Oh,
That's
oh,
okay.
it's Warnie.
Oh, Warnie.
Warnie.
Warnie, what's he doing texting you? Is he gone gay or something?
Oh, no, I don't think so. But
No.
he's got a girlfriend who wants to come to
Girlfriend
Australia.
coming to Australia.
And she's
Requires-
asked this question about what's an
requires
ETA.
an ETA, okay.
So I'll just text
Oh,
him
look,
back.
they can go to our industry now and
I'll
just
just-
apply for an ETA online.
I'll just let him
okay?
know. I'm finding out about ETAs right now from David Bowman. Oh, the girl said, "Oh, David Bowman, how's David going?"
All right, yeah, I'm sure she said that. I'm sure she said that.
Can you-
Okay, guys.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this ETA?
Oops, and a message. You've got a text message.
Another one.
Who's that? Who's that?
Hang on. Hogs. Oh, Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan, God.
He's over in the
that
US.
takes me back.
Oh, he's got a girlfriend. Wants to come
Oh,
to
he's got a
Australia
girlfriend
as
too.
well.
They all have girlfriends. They all want to come to Australia.
I
Anyway,
also want to know about these ETAs.
so seriously, guys, we have to get off stage now because it's getting ridiculous. But it is, it costs nothing to be kind of an affiliate of eVisas to Australia. It is a fast, simple, secure, 24/7 service that we provide. And basically, you set your own price, you make your own profit. We just do all the work for you. Obviously, we're members of ATTW, and we're very proud to be, as well as Sparta and ATEC and all the wonderful people there. So any information, we will email you information about eVisas and how to become an affiliate and earn some money. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day.
My goodness. You know when you meet people that you're certain they're in the wrong jobs? Okay, well, I don't think they should give up the day job. I don't think, Laurel and Hardy, returning their cruise. I'm not going to go which one you are, but there you go. But thank you very much indeed, David Bowman and Stephen Murphy from eVisas. Just a little quick few words about TravelMole. TravelMole is the world's largest news and resource centre for the travel industry. We have 550,000 subscribers in 132 countries. 20,000 subscribers in Australia who are all travel and tourism trade people. And we have various editions. So there's a Europe UK edition, an Asian edition, an Australia, New Zealand and South Pacific edition, and a North American edition, and then specific editions in MICE, cruising, and believe it or not, one called PMI, which is Practical Ministries Innovation, which goes out to 150,000 travel agents, tour operators and wholesalers in the USA who specialise in nothing but religious travel. So very specific to sectors and also to the community in general. We've also just launched globally our B2C side of things, and we have a database of 70 million people globally who've double opted in to receive emails from us about travel. So we don't email them regularly with a newswire per se, it's specific targeted material. Of those, there are 410,000 in Australia, which for Australia is a very large database, and we can slice and dice that whichever way we want. Those are consumers. We also have a further database, which we haven't launched yet, of 80 million people in partnership with MySpace.tv in the USA, which have all double opted in to receive video from us. And 90% of those are between 18 and 40. So lots of dynamic stuff happening, and happy to talk with you anytime. And if you want to log into it, it's www.travelmole.com. It asks you to subscribe, which is free, but that just means we collect your data. We were very fortunate in being able to choose such a wonderful location, and thank you very much indeed, Chris, for your welcome too. It's also been a delight to work with Paul Grunwald, who's the CEO of the Bell Tower here in Perth, and I'd like you to join with me in welcoming him to tell you a little bit about the tower.
Thank you, John. I'll move that back there. Welcome to Swan Bells and the Bell Tower. I'm not going to bash on about what a wonderful venue this is. You're here, and hopefully you'll realise that. And in a few moments, we'll give you the opportunity to have a good look around for those who haven't. When John contacted me some months ago and said, would I be willing to co-host this function, I jumped at the opportunity. And along with the Australian Tourism Data Warehouse and eVisas, I want to thank you guys for putting this all together. It's worked really well. The Bell Tower, just very briefly, and we're going to hear a little bit more in a moment, is a wonderful amalgamation of the old and the new. We've got the fantastic bells dating back to the 1700s in this amazing building right on the river. and really it's a unique building, a unique icon, and something that all of Perth, I know, is very, very proud of. So welcome here. The other thing is the bell tower is a bell tower. It's full of bells. And what makes the building come alive is when those bells come alive. I just want to take this opportunity. We've got a fantastic group of volunteer ringers that come in at all sorts of ungodly hours, including this morning. But to thank the ringers, some of which are here and some of which hopefully you'll get a chance to meet. And they're going to do a bit more ringing and give you a chance to actually have a look at the bells in a while. So on that note, look, welcome, have a good look around the building. Any questions, ask me or any of the other staff. I'm going to introduce now Richard Offen. Richard is our tower captain, head of the ringing group. Very interesting guy, knows more about bells than anyone would ever want to know about. And he's just going to fill you in a little bit of background how we ended up with these bells and their importance. So thank you very much and welcome.
Thank you, Paul. He makes me sound really sad, doesn't he? John and I used to work at the National Trust together back in the UK, and I have to say that it's no surprise to me that he's become a mole, leaving little piles of dirt everywhere.
Can we get away?
Yes, okay. The word unique is rather hackneyed these days, but Swan Bells is truly unique in the world. It's the only bell tower that is set up to demonstrate to the public the old art of change ringing, which developed in the United Kingdom during the 16th and 17th century and sort of migrated across to the colonies during the 19th century and has become very popular in Australia and America as well as the UK. The ring of bells that we have here are based around 12 that used to be in St Martin in the Fields Church in Trafalgar Square in London. In the early 1980s, St Martin in the Fields determined that it wanted a brand new ring of bells, and they were going to melt this ring down. They were cast in 1725 and 1727, so fairly historic. Luckily, one of our bell ringers here in Perth worked in the mining industry. He got wind of this fact, offered St Martin in the Fields the equivalent weight to these bells in copper and tin to make their new ones, and we got them as the exchange. We've added 6 further bells to the 12, making it a total of 18, of which we only ever ring 16 at once, and we have 2 extra notes that enable us to ring in a different key. So, this venue is open to the public daily. We attract between 80 and 100,000 visitors a year. We give demonstrations. The St Martin Society of Ringers, of which I'm proud to be captain, supplies ringing to the tower of some sort on every day it's open. And, considering we're a volunteer group, in the last 8 years we've only missed 3 days, so that's pretty good going. We give public demonstrations where we invite the public into the ringing room, explain to them ringing, and show them. And we also ring at various times, not only for the public, but for important national and international occasions. So I think I've said more than enough. I should also say, of course, that this is a very important performing arts venue in that it's perpetuating the art and craft of change ringing. Since the tower opened, we've taught over 100 people to ring bells. And the standard of ringing in Western Australia, because we've got unlimited rehearsal time here, has gone from, without denigrating what went before, fairly average to a very, very high standard of ringing. So enjoy the rest of your visit. Do come up and have a look at us in the ringing room, then go up to level 4 and you can actually see the bells turning, and then go and enjoy the views from the top if it's not too cold. Enjoy your morning. Thank you.
Yeah, the only comment I'd make, Richard, is that when we worked together in the National Trust in Wales, you had more hair and so did I. But it was a shock yesterday bumping into Richard and going, I'm sure I know that voice, I'm sure I know that name. And then he said, there was a John Alwyn Jones that worked at the National Trust in Wales in public affairs. It was just incredible. 6 degrees of separation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to our partners, to eVisas Australia, thank you to the Australian Tourism Data Warehouse, and thank you, of course, to the Bell Tower in Perth here. Please feel free to wander around. I would suggest you go right to the top of the building. The bells will be ringing in a while, and believe it or not, when the bells are ringing, the building moves, okay? And it's designed to do so. Don't panic, it's not going to fall over, okay? Have a great ATE, and we look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you very much indeed.